Your architectural practice has been working online via Zoom, and with the restrictions now lifted, your team can return to face-to-face workings. The manager wants everyone to return to the office and continue working as prior to COVID restrictions. The manager prefers working from the office as it's easier to relay important messages, gauge employees' perspective on topics, and collaborate on projects. One employee was hired during COVID, so has never met the team in person and rarely turns on their camera while working from home. While another employee works interstate and will be allowed to work remotely with regular visits to the office paid via the company. Employees believe it is unfair to have a colleague that works interstate and will be allowed to work remotely with regular visits that are paid via the company. One employee argues that they are more productive at home and wish to continue working remotely. One employee also requests to work from home as it is a better work-life balance and allows them to take their children to and from school. The manager lets all employees continue to work from home. The manager ignores all the employees' requests and enforces working from the office as prior to COVID. The manager does some research into the company's data and finds the team is more productive at home and implements a set number of work from home days and an agreed roster to promote the work-life balance within the company. If you answered C, that's correct. Allows the manager to relay important messages and foster teamwork and collaboration. The manager will be more organized and prioritize meetings, teamwork activities, and collaboration while staff are in the office. Research found the team to be more productive at home. Manager implements a work-life balance strategy, allowing employees to work from both home and the office. After transitioning to a hybrid work format, the firm starts to notice problems around communication. The partner of the firm has a job opportunity and has given the director a vague brief and hasn't relayed all the information and background of the new project. The director gives out unrealistic timeframes of 3 days for the staff to complete the initial proposal before the meeting with the new client. The hybrid work environment communication challenges continue to escalate, with misinformed information, crazy ideas, and design strategies that are over the top and way too expensive. The graduate is struggling to learn as the mentorship is non-existent. He struggles to find the company's regular files and templates to complete his assigned task. The senior architect is getting stressed because of the short deadline and difficulty communicating with their team as they navigate the work from home situation. Another miscommunication. The new client is knocking on the door, and the only person in the office is the director and the new graduate. The client calls up the director and is not happy about the situation. Turn the meeting into a feedback meeting, highlighting the aspects that were resolved, then communicate with the client that you would like to reschedule a follow-up meeting, regroup with the team for a meeting and discuss communication techniques. Cancel the meeting and suggest we grab a drink instead. Go ahead with the meeting even though you are unprepared and put the blame on the other staff. All the team members, hide! If you picked A, that's correct. You will have the opportunity to present a well-thought-out design proposal to the client. This will lead to a positive learning outcome for the office. It provides us with the opportunity to improve our communication and collaboration skills. The introverted graduate will be rewarded for their excellent work and will now have the opportunity to work closely with the senior architect. The follow-up meeting date has arrived, and the client was happy with what you have presented. The client decides to reward the company by referring their friend to you. This client's project is big. This is out of the company's expertise, staff capabilities, and what they usually work on, but the director insists. The senior architect, again, fails to speak up, and all staff are aware that this job is much too big for the small firm to handle. The director's focus is solely on the new and exciting job, and staff begin to forget about the original client. Their work ethics, standards, and practices start to slip. With the director breathing down their neck, this leads to staff being stressed, overworked, and drained. With this project in mind, the director decides to make a pivot and take the marketing in a different direction to embrace large jobs. The director starts to explore hiring other staff members to help with the workload and reallocates resources effectively. The director creates a meeting with the staff and adjusts the project timeline to suit. The director decides not to embrace the rebrand, which would have resulted in much larger jobs and more money for the firm. The director lets everyone quit their jobs and leave because they were all too stressed. If you picked A, that's correct. The hiring of additional staff members and reallocating of resources will alleviate pressures on current staff, helping to prevent burnout and improve overall job satisfaction. Adjusting project timelines allows the team to set achievable goals and improves the quality of work. Regular meetings would foster better teamwork and ensure that everyone is on the same page. By focusing on the core team, the director is able to rebuild the team with a focus on creating a healthier work environment. In the aftermath of the firm's expansion, the workload became overwhelming for the staff, leading to significant stress and a spike in sick leaves and workplace aversions. As the operational efficiency plummeted and morale dropped, the partner attributed the blame to the director, issuing a warning and holding her fully accountable for the situation. As the news of the termination spread, there were many rumors about the reasons behind her dismissal. The director decides to take legal action, claiming unfair dismissal, and reaches out to the former colleagues to gain evidence. The employees refuse to give evidence as they know the director causes stress, anxiety, and instability in the workplace. Subsequent investigations by the HR department revealed that the director had been overloaded with responsibilities during the COVID-19 pandemic. The investigations also highlighted the partner's lack of support during critical times, which unfairly forced the director to shoulder an excessive burden alone. The director goes to Fair Work to take legal action, claiming unfair dismissal. An internal investigation of the office is conducted and highlights the director was overworked due to hybrid work management, resulting in her reinstatement to the office. The director spreads the word online and gets sued. If you picked A, that's correct. By acknowledging that the director and staff have been overworked, it highlights the issue of excessive workload and brings attention to the need for better support and resource allocation. Staff are made aware of clearer guidelines and legal standards regarding public discussion of employment disputes benefiting both employees and employers. It reinforces the importance of protecting employees' rights and ensuring fair treatment in the workplace.